We're here back in the Fantasy Bar Big Monday night in MLB. We got 6 of my favorite plays, including a couple sets of teammates I think are in good spots. Some bats I think will go completely overlooked, a starting pitcher in a smash spot, and of course, my favorite play of the night. Who are we talking about? Belly up to the Fantasy Bar and find out. Welcome in, guys. Monday edition Beers Daily Fantasy 6-pack. Hope everybody out there had a great weekend. Lots going on right now. Baseball, football, basketball right around the corner. So before we get into the plays for tonight, make sure you take a second, click that thumbs up button. Thank you in advance for that. Subscribe to the channel as well. Going to be doing videos in all of these different sports. Make sure you're subscribed and head over to scoresandodds.com/beer. Check out the all new Parlay IQ tool. This thing is a ton of fun. Shows you the plus EV same game parlays that you can put together. Go check it out today. That link in the description of the video. scoresandodds.com/beer. All right, big slate of games here. One minor weather concern to keep an eye on the East Coast. As always, if we have to make any changes, we will do so in the comment section of the video here on YouTube. All right, let's get into it. Let's start in the outfield. Randy Arozarena of Tampa. This is one of those bats, been kind of quiet here. I don't think a lot of people are going to flock to Arozarena at these prices. That means a low-owned guy with a lot of upside, exactly what we're looking for in tournaments. Leads this Rays squad with a WOBA almost 400 against lefties. ISO up near 250 as well, so we know there's plenty of power in this bat here. And the thing I really like here, and you can find all this information in our Plate IQ tool here on RotoGrinders, matches up very well with Rich Hill. Loves to throw the fastball, curveball, about 75% of his pitches to righties. Arozarena, 400 WOBA against both of those pitches or higher. So great matchup, not only from the lefty-righty standpoint, a guy that should be low-owned, but matches up with the pitches as well. Lot to like here about Randy Arozarena tonight against Boston. All right, DraftKings, we need a catcher. Let's knock it out here. We're rolling Adley Rutschman of Baltimore. So FanDuel, you have the option if you want to use him at $3K. I think there's plenty of meat on that bone here. Guy swinging a good bat right now. Hits in 9 of the last 13 games. Have been very good from the left side. Power is there, 226 ISO, a WOBA at almost 380 here this season. And Berrios been a prime target for us with left-handed hitters. It's been so bad against lefties, giving up power, 224 ISO, pretty much matches Rutschman's number there, and WOBA at 368 right on point as well. So just a very good matchup here for the lefties of Baltimore. Rutschman knocks out that catcher spot on DraftKings. FanDuel gives you some nice flexibility at a low $3,000 price point. All right, we're not done with Jose Berrios. We're going to stay there and roll with shortstop, third baseman, Gunnar Henderson. So this guy quickly becoming a favorite here of the Fantasy Bar. Love the little mini stack you can do here with these Baltimore lefties. And this guy been good against right-handed pitching. Going to continue to pick on Jose Berrios here. Leads this Baltimore squad. Obviously limited sample, but 386 WOBA, 229 ISO. Very solid numbers here for Gunnar Henderson. Remains very cheap. I know the recent production has not been great, but Berrios not only giving up the ISO, the WOBA we're looking for. Power mix squarely in play here. 40% fly ball rate to lefties, 37% hard contact rate here. Orioles in a good spot, especially those lefties against Jose Berrios. All right, next bat for us, we're rolling the first base with Pete Alonso of the Mets. So FanDuel, you want to use Rutschman, you want to use Alonso, we're using up that flex spot. That is up to you. This is never a jam, all 6 of these guys in one lineup. You can certainly go that route if you want, but Pete Alonso been on quite a tear here. 5 home runs over the last 11 games. So we know the name of the game with Pete Alonso is certainly the long ball here. Gives us good numbers against righties, not just a guy that only hits lefties. 363 WOBA, solid number there. 257 ISO leads this Mets squad, and very good against the fastball, which you'll see a bunch almost half the time from Abbott. 404 WOBA, 310 ISO against that pitch. So Abbott not been great. One of those youngsters figuring things out here. 238 ISO allowed to righties. 54% fly ball rate is not good, and a 36% hard contact rate to go along with it. Pete Alonso in a good spot for a home run tonight against Mr. Abbott. All right, let's get you some value in the outfield with Andrew McCutchen of Milwaukee. So another guy like Arozarena, not lighting the world on fire right now. Prices come down, ownership should be down. Again, all the things that we are looking for in a tournament setting. The power, the big thing here with this bat, 217 ISO against lefties, leads this Brewers team. The thing that really stands out, a 51.5% hard contact rate and a batting average on balls in play right around 260. So hitting the ball extremely hard, been unlucky. These numbers should be even better here. So flies under the radar a little bit. Henry been terrible against righties is the main thing we like here. 354 WOBA and ISO well over 200, 40 and 44% for our power mix. Andrew McCutchen and these Brewers could be a sneaky stack for you here tonight against Henry. All right, it's time to take a look at my favorite play for Monday night. Before we do that, let's continue our Beast of the Night contest. Easy to play. Thank you to you guys for hanging out here in the fantasy bar. All you got to do, get in the comment section right below the video and guess fantasy points for my highest scoring hitter. Gave you 5 bats here. The highest scoring hitter on FanDuel, closest guess in fantasy points, wins themselves a free week of RotoGrinders Premium. All right, let's wrap this baby up. My favorite play for Monday night, you know him as the Beast of the Night. All right, Beast time, we've already given you all 5 bats. That means we owe you a starting pitcher making a rare appearance here in the Beast spot. We're rolling with Brandon Woodruff of the Brewers, tonight's Beast of the Night. So I absolutely love this matchup for Brandon Woodruff. Let's take a look at what he has been doing recently, and that is absolutely lighting the world on fire. 4 straight double-digit strikeout games for this guy, 30 DraftKings points in each of those games. But what I really like here, yes, the recent performance has been outstanding. I generally don't like giving you guys the most expensive pitcher on the slate, but these numbers really jump out here. On the season, 30.5% strikeout rate overall. When we shrink that down to only left-handed hitters, we're talking about a strikeout rate at almost 35%. This Arizona team projected to start 7 of the 9 from the left side of the plate. So you get a massive jump here in strikeouts. 10 plus strikeouts feels like a lock here for Brandon Woodruff. 8 of the 9 starters here for Arizona, 19% or higher strikeout rate here. It's not the easiest matchup in the world, but Arizona middle of the pack in most of these big stats. But that stat from the left side of the plate, I think Woodruff in an absolute smash spot. Wouldn't be surprised to see 15 strikeouts here for Brandon Woodruff. Easily my favorite play on the board and tonight's Beast of the Night. All right, guys, that'll do it here for Monday night in the Fantasy Bar. If you have any comments, questions, feedback, hit me up in that comment section right below the video. Don't forget, highest scoring hitter on FanDuel. All you need is those fantasy points. Closest guess going to win themselves a free week of RotoGrinders Premium. And follow me on Twitter at Beermakersfan. And go check out scoresandodds.com/beer for all of your sports betting needs and some fantastic information over there. That link, once again, in the description. Thank you for watching. For RotoGrinders.com, I am Beer saying salut. Best of luck on the slate tonight. Be right back here tomorrow. We'll see everybody.
Hey, thanks for checking out our videos. If you want more expert advice on DraftKings, FanDuel, or any other daily fantasy sports, make sure you check out the current videos playlist